Hello Aquarius, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Aquarius, today we're going to focus on your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and are moving forward. So with all that being said, Aquarius, let's get started. How does Aquarius currently view this relationship? All right, let's see. All right, Aquarius. So we do have the Knight of Cups. We also have the Magician. And then we also have the Temperance card out here. This to me feels like an energy of you being called to do something, you being divinely guided to do something. And I'm very curious as to what it is that you're being divinely guided to do. Let's look at the Temperance card. Tell me more about Temperance. For Aquarius, Sun, Rising, and Venus, whatever it is that you're being divinely guided to do, it's something that's going to drastically change your life in a very, very positive way. But the bottom of the deck, ooh, we have the Knight of Swords to the Three of Pentacles to the Devil. I just kind of feel like somebody's trying to stop you from whatever it is that you're being divinely guided to do that's going to drastically change your life in a positive way. Somebody's trying to stop you, and it's somebody close to you. Someone close to you that's trying to stop you. So this could definitely represent you being divinely guided to start that business you've always wanted to start, but then you got like a family member that's, you know, trying their hardest to plant that seed of doubt within you, or a romantic interest that's trying to essentially plant that seed of doubt within you. Like, I just kind of feel like you're trying to do something amazing with your life, and it's just making somebody like close to you extremely uncomfortable. Yeah, extremely uncomfortable. But whatever it is that you're being divinely guided to do, regardless if this person tries to like stop you or not, I see you doing it. I see you doing it. Whether that's you starting that business you always wanted to start, getting into a particular line of work you've been dying to essentially get into, or, you know, this is you deciding to go back to school to get that degree you've always wanted. Like, whatever it is that you're trying to do with your life, not only do I see you being divinely guided to do so, even though this person's going to try to stop you, I don't see you allowing them to essentially stop you. Nor should you. Nor should you. I don't know, like, I just kind of feel like this is somebody who sees, yeah, I just kind of feel like this is somebody who does see a lot of like potential, you know, within you. I am definitely getting that. And I don't feel like they like that about you. Like, I don't feel like this person likes the fact that they see a great deal of potential within you. I just don't feel like this person likes that. It's like this person wants you to continue to essentially remain small. You know, this is somebody who clearly doesn't like your light whatsoever. They don't like your light whatsoever. And they don't like the potential that they could essentially see, you know, within you either. It's like they just want to keep you small, you know? Yeah, this person just wants to keep you small, because keeping you small makes them feel comfortable. You know what I mean? It makes them feel comfortable. Interesting. Let's keep going, shall we? How does this person currently view this relationship? Yeah, it just kind of looks like you're trying to like improve your life in some way, shape, and or form. Yeah, it looks like you're trying to improve your life in some way, shape, and or form. And I don't feel like this person likes it. It's like this person just wants you to stay the same. Like, don't go back to school, Aquarius. Don't do that. Just stay the same. Don't lose weight, Aquarius. Just stay the same. Don't start that business, Aquarius. Just stay the same. Like, this person just wants you to stay the same, because if you continue to remain the same, then that means that this person's going to continue to remain comfortable, right? Within this dynamic that the two of you share with one another. But if you go start a business, well, that's going to make them feel very uncomfortable. If you know, decide, you know what, I want to lose weight, that's going to make them very uncomfortable. Like, I just feel like this person wants you to stay the same. They don't want you to change. They just don't want you to change, because if you change, then that's going to make them feel very, very uncomfortable. And they don't want to feel uncomfortable, you know? Okay, how does Aquarius currently feel? I like this. I like this energy from you. I do. Because we were already getting that you weren't going to allow anyone or anything to essentially stop you, right? Which that's exactly what we see here. You're not allowing anyone or anything to essentially stop you. You're very determined to turn your life around is basically what I'm getting. Very, very determined to make that happen. And like I said, dude, you're not going to allow anyone or anything to essentially stop you from turning your life around. Okay, I like that. Not even this person. Not even this person. You know what's interesting is that I feel like for a while, this person was able to essentially keep you small. For a while, I feel like this person was able to essentially dim your light. And the fact that you're regaining control of your life all over again and not allowing anyone or anything to stop you, including this one over here, I'm sure they're freaking out. I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are. I mean, they're already freaking out over here, you know, by the simple fact that you plan, you know, on starting a business, that you plan on going back to school, that you plan on losing weight, or whatever it is that you're trying to do with your life. It already has this person freaking out. It already has them freaking out. I just kind of feel like it's going to get a lot worse, I would say, for them. But how does this person currently feel? All right, we do have the King of Pentacles. We do have the Four of Pentacles. And then we also have the Three of Pentacles out here. Interesting. Whatever this thing is that you want to go off and do with your life, they don't necessarily feel like it's going... Well, let me say that all over again. Whatever this thing is that you want to go off and do with your life, Aquarius, kind of has them falling into this energy of essentially feeling like things between the two of you are just simply not going to work out. Is basically what I'm getting. Okay, tell me more about the Four of Pentacles. We have the Lovers, okay? We also have the Queen. Hold on. Queen of Swords, and then we also have the Queen of Pentacles out here. I'm gonna be honest, God, how do I explain this? How do I explain this to you? The fact that this person was able to essentially dim your light, the fact that this person was essentially able to essentially keep you small, the fact that this person was essentially able to get you to this point where you don't really see your own value or your own worth or your own potential, made them feel very safe and secure within their relationship with you. Now, this person fears, right, that if you decide to start that business, if you decide to lose weight, if you decide to do whatever, right, that you're going to stumble across, you know, your potential. You're going to just, you know, you're going to stumble across your light, you know, things of that nature. And it causes them to essentially feel like once that does happen and or occurs, you know, you're going to look at them and your relationship with them differently. Is basically what I'm getting, that they think is going to essentially happen. So for example, let's just say that you want to go off and start a business, hypothetically speaking. Well, this person feels like if you start a business and you become extremely successful or whatnot, you know, this person, you know, fears that you might, you know, feel like you don't need them anymore. This person might find themselves essentially feeling like, you know, you could do better, you know, than them, you know. It has that type of feel to it, where this person feels like, okay, if you lose weight, for example, you know, this person feels like you're going to look at them and think to yourself, I could do better than them, you know what I mean? Or if you start a business and you start making a shitload of money, you know, this person fears that you might look at them and think to yourself, I could do better than them, you know what I mean? I just think that this person fears that once you do stumble across your value, your worth, your potential, your light, you're not going to want to continue to be with them anymore. I'm not saying that that's what's going to occur on your behalf. That's just what they think is going to occur. Okay? What actions will Aquarius take towards this person or moving forward? Okay, so with the Eight of Wands coming out here, that's kind of telling me that you're pursuing whatever this thing is that you're being divinely guided to go off and pursue, and it's something that you personally want to manifest into fruition here for yourself. And I do see you pursuing whatever this thing is that you want to go off and pursue, and I do see you manifesting whatever this thing is that you've been wanting to manifest into fruition here for quite some time now. I feel like you're going to be able to manifest whatever this thing is in your life that you've been wanting to manifest for quite some time now, a lot quicker than you were anticipating and or expecting. I am definitely getting that. Yeah, I am definitely getting that. With the Hierophant to the Nine of Cups to the Six of Pentacles coming out here, you know, it's interesting because although whatever it is that you are being divinely guided to do, it's something that's going to drastically improve your life, I do see it drastically improving their life as well. I do, because you're sharing whatever it is that you're accomplishing and achieving for yourself with them. And that's how it's going to drastically, improve your life as well as their life as well. Okay. I think it's going to essentially I think it's going to be revealed to this person that just because you're starting a business doesn't necessarily mean you're going to turn around and look at them like, I could do better than you. Even though, for example, you're deciding to essentially lose weight, if that's what you're trying to do with your life. I don't feel you're going to look over at them and be like, yeah, I can do better than you. You know what I mean? Or if this is you deciding to go back to school to get a degree in a particular line of work, you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel you're going to look over at them and be like, yeah, I can do better than you. You know what I mean? I just don't see it playing out that way. Like, I feel like whatever it is that you're doing with your life, it's something that's going to drastically improve your life, yes, but it's going to, benefit them as well. It's going to benefit them. It's going to benefit you and it's going to benefit them. It's going to benefit the both of you, damn it. It's basically what I'm getting. Like, you're not on this journey only thinking about yourself and how all this is going to benefit you. You're on this journey thinking about how this is going to benefit the both of you. I just kind of feel like in their head, it's like, no, like, like you're doing this to just benefit you and only you. You're not thinking about me. But it's interesting because I I see you having this mentality of, let me do this with my life. Let me do that with my life. Because if I do this down the third with my life, it's going to benefit me, yes, but it's also going to benefit us. Us being you and this individual. What actions? Okay. We have the Chariot. We have the Ten of Swords. And then we also have the Ace of Cups out here. I feel like this person was like really, really hoping that you would just like change your mind, you know what I mean? And not see whatever this thing is that you've been wanting to manifest into fruition here for yourself through. But it looks like you're seeing it through. It looks like you're seeing it through, and it's creating a level of panic, I would say, within them, and a level of worry within them. But like I said, like going back to what I already said, it's like whatever this thing is that you're deciding to go off and pursue, it's something that's going to benefit you, yeah, but it's also going to benefit them. It's not anything that they need to personally be worried and concerned about. I think that this person's just worried and concerned, dude, that like if you start making money, you're going to leave them. If you start losing weight, you're going to look at them differently and think to yourself, I could do better than them, like I don't see any of those things playing out. If anything, I feel like it's going to make you feel better about yourself. That's one thing that I will say that will drastically change. It'll make you feel better about yourself. Here's the thing. I feel like there's certain things that your person personally needs to essentially work on. Like there's something about this person's life that they're not entirely happy and or satisfied with. I don't know if this has anything to do with like their physical appearance or if this has everything to do with where they're at financially, but there's something that they personally need to essentially work on that they're not 100% happy and or satisfied with. If this person were to take the time to focus on whatever it is that they're unhappy with when it comes onto their own personal life, whether it has anything to do with their physical appearance, where they're at financially speaking, I think that this person will find themselves feeling 10 times better about themselves within this dynamic that they share with you, is basically what I'm getting. Because whatever it is that you're doing with your life, Aquarius, it's something that, yes, will benefit you and them, but it's something that's going to make you feel good about yourself. With the Nine of Cups coming out here, it's going to make you feel good about yourself. It's going to make you feel like you accomplished something, like you did something amazing with your life. You know what I mean? It's going to make you feel good about you. You see what I mean? But as you're on this journey towards improving your life, however it is that you're deciding to improve it, not only is it going to make you feel happy and proud of yourself, but it's something I keep wanting to say this, it's something that's going to benefit the both of you, not just you, but as well as them. But when we look at your person, their energy, the reason why I feel like this person is starting to become increasingly anxious and nervous and worried and, things of that nature, has a lot to do with them not being 100% satisfied and are content within themselves. Okay. I think that this is very triggering for this person to see you, improve your life. And there's certain things about themselves that they personally don't necessarily like that they're currently not doing anything about. So it's just these changes that you're making on your behalf are just gonna cause them to essentially feel less than, you know what I mean? It's gonna make them feel even more like, insecure. It's basically what I'm getting. Because it kind of looks like once upon a time you guys were like on the same page. Like, let's just say that you were unhappy with where you were at financially, and so were they, but that's okay because you guys are in the same exact boat, which makes them essentially feel very, very comfortable. You're struggling financially just like they are. All right, boom, you guys are in the same boat. You know what I mean? But now that you're doing something about it to change that and improve that, now it's making them comfortable. You know what I mean? Because here you are making all these drastic changes to improve your financial situation, and here they are still struggling financially, which is causing them to feel less than, which is causing them to feel insecure. Or even down to like, if this is you trying to lose weight or whatever the case may be and get toned or fit, whatever have you, it's like, well, once upon a time, it looks like this person was very comfortable because maybe, hypothetically speaking, if that's the journey that you're on, it is what it is. But let's just say, hypothetically speaking, like the both of you, you know, weren't really going to the gym like that or whatever. Well, that made them feel very comfortable because, you know, y'all are both, you know, not going to the gym. It is what it is, right? But now you want to go to the gym and lose weight and get toned and get fit and get healthy. And you know what I mean? Now it's making them feel a little insecure because here you are getting toned, getting fit, getting healthy, and they're just basically remaining the same, you know? I just feel like you're that type of person, which is like very like Aquarian like of, you know, I think about it. Aquarians, when they don't like something about themselves or their like personal life, like these are the type of people that are going to put in the work to essentially change that. You know what I mean? And this is why we see you putting in the work to change the things that you don't like about yourself or your personal life. That's just kind of how you guys are. You know what I mean? If y'all don't like something about yourselves or about your life, you guys are going to do whatever it takes to improve that and work on that, you know, until you guys get to where you guys want to essentially be. And there's some people who don't really care to put in the work to essentially change or do better. You know what I mean? I think that this person has the potential, of course, to like, you know, improve the things that they personally don't necessarily like about themselves. I just kind of feel like the more they hyper focus on you and all the changes you're essentially making and all these things, it's just going to cause this person to lose sight of what they should be focusing on, which is the things that they personally don't like about themselves. Instead of them getting fearful and worried and concerned about the changes you're making on your behalf, they should get influenced by it. Instead of getting fearful by it, like they should get influenced by it. Like it should influence them to like want to focus on the things they don't like about themselves either. You know what I mean? But instead, it's like they're getting fearful by it instead of influenced by it, you know? But do I see this entire situation, I guess, playing out in the ways they think it's going to play out, that you're going to turn around and eventually leave them? I'm not getting that in any way, shape, and or form. So no, they don't have anything, technically speaking, to worry about. So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.